Oh, excuse me, pardon me. I just watched the absolutely funniest video that MFW did. It. I just love it. I have so much more respect for her. I mean, I've had respect for her recently since she, got on her own and did her surgery and all that. But I'm gonna tell you, that girl, she has some serious childhood trauma. I get it because I recall her saying that she went into sort of, I don't know if they're group homes, that they were institutions. I went to the same. I went to Devereaux because my I just kept running away. I just could not deal with my mom, and I was running away. So I was a teenage runaway. So I get it. That's a tough life. That's hardcore shit happens in those places. And her mom dying. I mean, these are very, very traumatic events. Can we honestly? And Trisha gets it. Trisha, we can think about that. Um, does everybody know Trisha? Of course they do. She's everywhere. She's awesome. I love her to pieces. She's somebody I really look forward to seeing every day. Because I know if she's up, I can get up. I know it sounds corny and over the top, but when you're going through this kind of pain and this kind of illness, honestly, everything helps. And, I'm following her lead. So anyway, let's talk about MFW. I just love her so much after this. I was laughing and crying at the same time. Crying for sadness because although it was funny, she really cut a tragic image of, you know, the faraway looks, and I felt sad because I then realized, like what I just repeated, what I just said, pardon me. I then realized I put all those things together and I thought, wow, wow, she came out of that environment. That's a lot. I'm sure a lot of you, well, I hate to say a lot, but maybe some of you could relate to that. And she came into this world, obviously, a troubled soul. So, Ohio to May. Um, so it struck me, but she has humor as a coping mechanism. I could tell that during the stream. So I felt sad, but I was laughing. Um, she she's incredibly honest, except when she's trolling and then later on says I was just kidding. When she has that one too many drinks and she just wants to troll you for a little bit. She just does it for entertainment, but she really is incredibly honest. And obviously, you can tell how honest she is because she allows everything to be watched. She talks about her cooch. She talks about nothing is, you know what I mean? What is that expression? Nothing's off the table or on the table, something like that. She lets you see every aspect. Unapologetic. Good for her. And I really applaud that. You can't apologize now. This is who you are. She's just a huge personality. She's not as horrible as people. Well, the thing is, she's very funny and she's always right. And again, how many people have really caught her in a lie? She doesn't really lie because you would know it. So, she lets everybody see who she is and she doesn't apologize for who she is. I give her all the credit for that. I love that in a woman. She shouldn't have to apologize. And she doesn't go down. She doesn't take a peg down. She obviously knows what she wants, and it wasn't orange. Although I don't really know the backstory. I think somebody mentioned. I don't know. I always thought that was a weird name, Orange. Um, but she also earlier I saw her sitting on the lawn crying. It was very sad, and you don't often see her cry, so when she cries, it's got to be pretty bad for her. So, but anyway, it was still funny. I hate I feel guilty saying that, but she was a riot. I loved she called herself a dirty whore. You go, girl. We all want to be dirty whores. Come on now. There's no shame in that. It's not shameful for a man. Therefore, it is absolutely not shameful for a woman because a woman always takes the lead, right? The women don't have to chase. Men come to us unless they live in Washington, D.C. It's a whole different vibe, but we will talk about that another time. Anyway, that was sad watching MFW cry. I've just watched her for so many years and I've seen the change, but I've seen her have a lot of fun. I remember the new pool, how excited she was, and the little pleasures in life. And she was absolutely thrilled to have the pool until it got damaged and she was absolutely gutted. I mean, remember she went absolutely nuts, and you saw her just go through so many changes. She's so raw. Come on. And I mean, she doesn't hold back the N word. I get it. A lot of people in Indiana use it very freely. That's what I have noticed and observed. And okay. Um, but she doesn't even hold that back. She's loving Trump, and she doesn't care about anybody else's opinions or how anyone else lives their life. And she's had a lot of changes, a lot of moves. One boyfriend that passed away recently, and oh, dad being sick, and Dakota, what's her name? Dakota. What's the girl with had the baby? Nevada. What was Nashville? What was that girl's name? Oh, I can't recall. The girl that had the baby. I mean, a baby. Hey, Quinn. Good to see you. Meet Virginia. Who doesn't love Virginia? Dorothy. Hello. Well, I just want to say, just listening to her, even though she was absolutely trashed. I mean, she was trashed. The fact that she was sitting upright was shocking, but spoke with such clarity. Like, she was making a lot of sense. And the jokes about, whose penis and how odd looking it was. And oh my God, I couldn't stop. You just got to listen to it. And I love the dirty horse speech. That was my favorite. We're with you, girl. We're with you. We all got a little dirty whore in us. Come on now. There's absolutely no shame in that. I love it. She says she could be modest and demure, but then she's a pig in bed. That was like, the best. I love her. I'm putting her name in my feminist book because this woman is a feminist. I love her. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if her hair under her arms was growing out. I love her. I love that. She knows who she is. This is who she is, accept me or not. She's not going to change. She's not going to blow smoke up your ass to be your friend. And if somebody was like waving $50,000 in front of her face and she didn't like the person, she wouldn't even take the money. She's just that way. Well, maybe that's not a good analogy. Yeah, I would take the money too. No, no. Like sometimes, she gets a vibe. She's very good with that. She gets a vibe about somebody whether she likes them or not straight away. She's never liked me, but that's okay. I adore her, have done for a very long time because of her gutsiness. I love that. Not so much drinking and driving, but we all make mistakes. People hate on her because of how abusive she is towards animals. I never witnessed that. You mean the crating? The crating? Everybody takes care of dogs differently. They're fed, they get exercise. They may not be the way you would raise them, but you know, it's hard to judge. What was the name of her older lady friend, too? Oh, did they break up? They crafted together. I can't remember. Not just creating. Oh, you mean when she gave them some leftover food in the fridge and it was like pizza slices and stuff? Yeah, yeah, it's not an ideal situation, but she's not out there beating them and starving them, you know. But the girl has been through so many changes. It's like almost like she is a survivor. Um, she's an absolute survivor. Yes, I know she drinks, and that's a crutch. It's not surviving if you have to drink to cope. She's been through a lot. I mean, come on. How many people can say they've been through that? All of that. Being in a girl's home and, having to learn how to defend yourself when you're just a, preteen, a teenage girl. I mean, right there, that is childhood trauma. And then mom passing away. And then the fighting with the stepmom or whatever she is. And it's like she never got a break, you know? I know. Well, I don't know if it's hereditary or if the stress is just killing the woman, you know? Hey, Alabella. Hey, Steve Billings. Nisa Threewood. Well, how can you say that 3 times fast? I couldn't even say it the first time. I think it really is MFW. Woody, did you see her old friends? That's it. It was Detroit. Thank you. It was what did I say? Nebraska? I don't know. Detroit. She had a baby, and I would have never put money on that one. I'm telling you, I always thought she was I thought she was a lesbian. I mean, was I the only one? Come on. I think I have a little gaydar. Did Anne Boleyn? That's a good question. I read about it, but it's hard for me to, they could have been trolling. Honestly, if we do it, they must have been notorious on it to only get entertainment. I mean, what else can they do but spread rumors about people? It must have been awesome. Uh, oh, she did. That's correct. You see, I love this. Like, she is a woman of all women. Women, women. That's the weed. Yeah. You thought I was getting any more than I see. I didn't know that because I never forget the video where she's chasing down Elvis on the highway in Detroit. It was in the passenger seat or driving. I can't recall. And he said she's with a dude. And I thought, oh, wow, they just called Detroit a dude. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just that sometimes you can tell when somebody is gay. Oh, excusez-moi. Well, and I get it. She got angry and said some really gross stuff. So have I. Oh, have I said stuff that I will never be ever stop remembering. That's the worst part. I guess when you're going through a bad time, I know it's not an excuse, but it's the only excuse to give. It really is because happy people don't do stuff like that. you know? It's an interesting name. Threepwood. It's hard to say. Is it somebody famous? Should we know the name? It's definitely exotic. So does anyone want to share um their stories? I'm just saying, I it all just hit me that that girl is a survivor, an absolute survivor. Now, of course, she hates my guts, but she's also not the nicest person in the world. I understand that. So I'm not blowing too much smoke up her ass, just a little bit. She deserves a break, number one. And I think you would see a completely different person when she eventually decides to start her recovery journey. I just feel that way because, when my sister got out of rehab, she was absolutely lovely to be around. But then when she got back in the drugs, it was like a hole, and the drinking and the drugs. So you will find a different person. Um, Now she's having skin removal. Yeah, well, it's very bad and it's very uncomfortable for her. Under her arms and I think somewhere on her legs. Yeah. I don't know if insurance covers it or she saved or it partially covered or something. It really should because if you're going to do that type of surgery, you can't just say just carry it around in a grocery basket. I mean, you got to do something with the skin, right? You know. I mean, I shouldn't laugh at it. The weed does make me think everything is funny. Clone Wars. I think it does cover for some people, but I'm not quite sure of the circumstances surrounded. But don't I'm not really sure. I just work in admissions. Um, I'm worried that she won't stop drinking. Uh, I, I know because she was, yeah, like her liver and things like that. That worries me too. It worries me that I'm going to turn my computer on and notifications are going to come up and what we're going to hear next. That worries me a lot. I had a conversation with Hussey about that. And I said, I hope she's okay. I hope she can, deal with this. And, I felt really bad. Only her belly is covered. What she said. Oh, her belly is covered. Well, that's good. That's good. It would be nice to see her exercise a bit. I've never really seen her exercise. But again, I don't know how difficult that is when you have such excess skin. Again, can't be comfortable, and then if you start to sweat, and then you get all itchy. And the Elvis episode, she was, and he's such a chicken shit. I mean, he was like scared. I would have been like, yeah, and I'd be pulling over and waving like a lunatic out the window. I mean, what is he afraid of? It's MFW. That's a riot. Are you kidding? MFW chasing me down the street? That'd be awesome. She just come out with the gun. I know it was absolutely so funny. See, there are so many incredible memories of her. And they're not all peaches and cream. Some of them were downright ugly. But we all sat in front of our computers and we watched every damn bit of it. So, what does it say about us? We're just as demented. I mean, come on. We're all on the same level. Nobody's better than anybody else here. We're all, I was going to say deplorable, but I'm not voting for Trump. He is now a rapist. Has anyone heard? He has been found guilty, but not criminally. But dude, she kept the dress. The DNA was all over it. I mean, you know, she was traumatized. I mean, why else would she keep it? It was like a Monica Lewinsky thing all over again. I mean, she's my hero, honestly. That woman, oh, imagine going up against Trump. How scary. And to be probably, hounded or death threats. And can you imagine? As a brave ass woman. We need more women like her. to just what weight loss I had? 100 pounds. Can you screw with your head? Really? Covers concern because if I didn't gain weight back, I look anorexic and let me know. Oh, oh, okay. Well, there you go. Facts. Oh, I hope she's gonna be all right. She was such a character all these years. You know, I mean, she would really be missed. All her haters would absolutely miss her to pieces because the haters actually like her, but can't possibly admit it. Come on, we're all a little bit of a scumbag somewhere inside. Come on. Remembers the time that she called somebody's grandfather and asked if his granddaughter was raped. I mean, she was ballsy. And I shouldn't laugh, but she wasn't very nice to me in the end. No, that wasn't nice. It's the weed. I'd laugh at a loaf of bread. Because the fat went faster than I could keep on my bags. Mom bod. Mom bod. I love it. Well, I'm trying to get back to myself as well. Just get back to myself so I can boop put the camera on and I'm feeling better. I know, super fabulous. I feel so much better. I got up, showered, and I was like, oh God, I feel so different today. So I was saying that to myself yesterday because I know tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's another day. I wasn't believing it, and sure enough, I felt so much better. Oh my God, she didn't like me. Bella did not like me. And I thought she was adorable, but I don't know. But who does that? And the pink gun and her and Doug at the resort, and then when she's went to was it Tampa or wherever she went to see her friend Mandy, and we've been through everything with this lady. Jesus, I hope everybody here knows what I'm talking about. I didn't even think that. But we've been through so much. It's like watching your favorite soap opera, except for this is somebody's real life. I remember when she was on the boat with Dakota. I mean, what was it? Detroit. They were on a boat and they were freaking out, and that was funny. And the various boyfriends, the hot cop that showed up at the house she was flirting with. There's a lot. Oh, the vision board. Oh, I love that one. Oh, I wish she would do that again. She was absolutely hysterical. Oh, how we would laugh. She had this vision board, Fat Girls board, what it was called, and she was so funny. She set her goals. JLR suing Uni. Who's that? They are throwing courts onto it. I know, right? It's crazy. Well, because some people are making some very severe accusations and calling them facts and attaching full real names, and that causes a problem for people. Well, just generally, not just people with jobs. Is it you know what's that all about? True crime. Oh, sorry. I have these absolutely beautiful figs sitting next to me. I needed to bite it. Mm. So, Oda May, you've been here since day one. How do you feel about the situation? Oh my God, 69 people. Our favorite number, me and Katie. We love 69. She loves it. Oh. She was so funny. She goes, um, yeah, and so when I worked at a strip club, I was a cocktail waitress, not a stripper. But she's like, well, fuck it. I'm going to get my skin done. Like, maybe I'll go back there for a job. They were making good money. I was like, yeah, you go, girl. You see? You see? That's right. Sell whatever you got available. Absolutely. I mean, basically, I'm saying is like, if you can make money, I believe in, who's not a hustler? I'm not talking about a grifter. Um, some of us hustle, hustle, hustle. I work overtime. That's my hustle. Yeah. I love a hustler. There you go. She doesn't depend on a man. She takes care of herself. And she's always lived better than Negs, let's be honest here. She always had a nice little home with all the little doodads in her house. She's very house proud with all her candles. And I mean, it was a little shabby recently because she does pile up those snacks on that one shelf. I mean, like bags of scotch. Like, first of all, you don't need all those snacks. There's no way you're gonna ever eat all those snacks. But there's no coordination. There's not. It's just a mess, and it's like all the way up. And apart from that, she keeps her own house, pays her own bills, has multiple pets that she pays for, has car payment, yada yada yada. Doesn't receive child support or state benefit. Um, I have no idea what just ran past me. I don't know if it was a deer or a dog, but it was weird. Ooh, I don't know what that was, but it's big. Is it a dog? Okay, I gotta see now. Hold on a second. I'm in the weed mobile. My God, it's far away. It better not be like a cougar. Start running after me because I don't have my lenses on. I can see something moving. It looked like a dog. And then again, it looked like a deer. Oh, it's somebody's dog. Somebody whistled. That's cute. I love that you can just. Oh, oh, here comes. I'm at the door. He's just running towards me. Shut the door. Okay, door shut. That is my worst nightmare. That I can't shut that door fast enough. You know? You get like, there's a bear coming at me. I'm in the middle of the woods, like Lindy says. And I cannot shut the door because it goes, like, I'm done. And does everybody remember that there's a bear that walks around my house on the deck? I posted the pictures on my community page. We catch him on the camera. I'm like, I'm gonna be mauled by a bear getting out of my damn car. I'm getting in, gets the door won't shut. I could have been mauled by a dog or a deer just now. It was coming at me. Oh, there's another one, smaller one. It's gotta be a dog. You see, I took my lenses out so that I can see the phone. Because my glasses weren't very useful. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. We're talking about MFW. Oda May knows. What else? Oh, the Amy Slayton shit. That was another thing everybody was involved with. Yeah. I've seen that. I I saw the TikTok or the TikTok. Tick did I say it right? TikTok. Where the bear was going in a very expensive car. I can't remember what it was because I remember hearing them shout on the balcony, not the whatever the car was BMW or not whatever it was. And they were yelling at the bear, no, not the car, not the car. And the bear backed away. And I thought, wow, it's like he knew not to go in this lovely car. I know. You see, dogs can get in too, They can open your car door. It's weird. You've seen TV shows or like TikTok where cats can open the door or cats can open windows. They're smart, but they're so lazy. So lazy. They had a warning signs about. Oh, I know. Yeah. Where in Tennessee? I met up with Snoopy Snoop, who I call Deborella, in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, where you can find bears. And I don't know if people know this, but I'm absolutely freaking terrified of bears. And it's my fault entirely because I have, for the past pandemic time, have been watching marathon bear attacks on YouTube. And I'm not even joking. I become obsessed with attacks, but mostly bears. And I'll just watch, and there's so many. You're like, wait a minute, where is all this shit happening? I don't want to live there. And when you Google how many people have died in just New Hampshire of bear attacks, oh, it hasn't been a bear attack since 1972. No, because the internet says differently. Because John Jacob, who lives in the next town over from me, was mauled by a bear, and that was in the local newspaper. And you're like, what is happening? Why are they lying to us about how many bear attacks there are? Can't even protect yourself in your own home. The trouble is, I've never used a shotgun, and I'm afraid to learn how to use a shotgun because I have useless hands, with my arthritis, and I just it takes a lot. Like you lift it, I'm lazy. You gotta lift that mother up. And you gotta do something with it, like cock it or do some nonsense. That's work. Okay, but then a handgun, that's completely useless. I've seen so many bear attacks where a handgun does absolutely nothing. They shoot him in the face and it doesn't do anything. It's just like a pellet, it bounces off. Their skull is so thick and hard. And I'm going to move. I've been. Yes, I'm gonna finish the house, invite everybody over for a big ass party, and then I'm selling it. Because the more I'm sitting here thinking about this, no way. How the hell am I gonna get in and out of that? I mean, in and out of the front door at night. I know if you go on Twitter and see the picture, you're gonna laugh. You're like, it's so small. It looks small because the camera's high. All right. I mean, it's probably, let me guess, like 600 pounds. It only looks 60 pounds as walking past. Oh yeah, Gatlinburg. That's kind of near Dollywood, right? Yeah, or maybe not. Oh yeah. So listen, it would be great if I have a big party out there because then I'm not the only one that needs to die. I can die with all my friends. It's a big party, mauled by local bears. And the irony is that and I shouldn't even say it out loud because I put it in the atmosphere. I'm in trouble, but you know what I'm thinking, and just my luck. Okay, now there's a squirrel coming up to me. Oh nope, small dog. It's a really small dog. Holy cow, that's a small. No, dude, walk the other way. The other way. The other way. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, it's cute. Oh my gosh. Somebody's walking up to my car. If they look in, I'm gonna get pissed off. Okay. Anyway, oh my God. I'm sitting here and there's smoke. Oh, please don't be a cop. Okay. Whew. I don't know. Can you get in trouble? I don't know. Okay. He walked away. So God love him. I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could play it and like review it. It's so funny and sad. Oh, can I do that? Does anybody want to do it with me? Fedora. Fedora. The saving the legs. Oh God. It's the whole thing. Listen, I'm a little bit Italian, so I get it. I absolutely get it. Normally I look like Chewbacca, but I'm very good with my grooming skills. Anyway, we're talking about MFW. I hate when I get sidetracked. And yeah, I think she got really spooked with this guy. I think she tends to get that way when she feels something. She starts to like him too much and then she wants to ruin it. There's there's a not a word for it, but there's a term for that. Hi Fedora, do you want to come up? Did you see the video? To talk about the video, MFW did. Now this is after the the big vag reveal, and she felt very betrayed. I mean, that really was. It was something she always feared because it happened between her and Yaba. One betrayed the other, one doxed the other, and she didn't have anybody to trust. But luckily, she did say, I didn't reveal anything, so I don't care if he says anything. It's everything everybody knows. And she's absolutely 100% correct. She even talked about her, wart in her coochie. I mean, the girl leaves nothing out, like I said earlier. Oh, oh, you should definitely do a review on it. It's hysterical, absolutely hysterical. It's on the Miss Effing Nobody channel. And it's really funny. I thought it was called that. I thought it was called Vag, Big Vag. So MFW is absolutely trashing Neg, saying it's so funny. You're fat. You're fat. You have a weird face. Your penis is weird looking. I've seen it. Well, the whole world's seen his penis. That was passed around to everybody. And of course, like the perverts and the predators we all looked out of curiosity. Hey, listen, come on. Who's not curious? Don't answer. Anyway, it's I don't like dick pics. I don't even. It's like you ever get one of those attachments where it just opens when you open either your email or your phone. That's how I feel it happened. It's not like I didn't. Never mind. Anyway, I remember when Negs was really into Trisha Paytas. So he hated her, thought she was disgusting, thought she was a pig. And then for some reason, I can't remember the details. I don't recall the details, so I'm not going to try to rewrite history. But he was in communications with her back and forth on text message, and he showed us the text message, which was really cute, and it looked like she was sort of interested in him romantically. But it's hard to tell with Trisha Paytas. She's pervy with everybody. She doesn't even discriminate genders. So, yeah. I just can't remember what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh God. You see? It's not only the weed, it's all this brain fog from this old rubber chicken. Yeah, big vag. All right. So she's saying about how everybody's seen his penis, and she is now saying that, and I think she's trolling that she's saying that they actually did have sex or something like that, or fingered, or but it's hard to tell because she was pretty trashed. Yeah, self-admitted troll. I know. So the two of them, but then I don't know. I can't recall what he did, but he fucked up as he does. And of course, the threats came, and then he just stalked the shit out of her for like a long time, like talking about her and trashing her, and that's his gig. He was always into blondes, that's for sure. But he never liked fat chicks. And he always said that, you know? Oh, you definitely have to go and check it out, Fedora. Everybody would love to hear you review it, listen to you laugh, and it would be good if you could collab with Jill. Oh, between her laugh and your laugh, and being as funny as MFW, that would be a riot. Listen, I never believed she would ever get married and have a baby. I mean, she is very sweet, but she has mental health issues that she should have dealt with before becoming a mother. And people have told her it's not like she didn't know, you know. Oh, I don't know. You just tend to worry for people sometimes, you know. But then again, she's a troll. Nothing seems real. It's just kind of the same here. It was on, the video was on Miss Effing Nobody's channel. Three guesses as to whose that channel is, all dedicated to the hate of Katie. Oh, gee, there's a hard question. Oh, anybody know who hates Katie that much? So they're so obvious. I mean, they really are obvious. I can't even say that because that's too close to his name. I like Big Vag. My favorite. Oh, she went after him. She went after him. Oh my god, that's so funny. How she describes these guys is a riot. She's so like, I love her callousness. She's definitely a, is it called a succubus or is that a plant? Is that a plant or is that a, she is, and she would freely admit it, and God love her for it. Big Vag is by me. Oh, okay, but am I using it for the right person? Isn't that who it's for? Oh, did I get the wrong person? Hey, Mr. T. I thought he was Big Vag. I'm sorry. They're all like chicken shits. They're not. They're not men. There's no definition. Um, they're just not. Okay, yes, they are men. Correct. But one or both needs to come out of the closet. It's not healthy. And you can ask Hussey because Hussey didn't come out of the closet till he was 29 and married. So, you know, there's a lot of people like, oh, look at the example. Um Bruce, what's his name? Forgotten already. I mean, it's like, yeah. Yeah, I would not be surprised If my dad called me up tomorrow, and my dad has never called me Linny, I must say my dad hates nicknames. And if he called me up and said, Linda, I've decided to be a woman, I'd say, I already knew, Dad. It was like, it's like, he's like the butler on like the nanny. With the British accent, but you can't, in the beginning, you couldn't tell if he was a gay man or a straight man. And it's the same with my dad. My dad makes the really bizarre comments about men, and then I can't give away secrets. Oh, that's it. Out of the will. You don't like nicknames either. Okay. Oh my God, I've been calling him Big Veg the whole time. I didn't know what I was saying. My bad. Correct me. Sorry, my bad. I hear Belinda say it, and that's why I think she's talking about it, because she's giving nicknames. Sorry. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The enemies have arrived. Wouldn't that sound so cheesy? Bodega love. Come on, guys. This is not the 1980s old casino in New Jersey. Bodega. It's a corner store, dudes. That is the corniest thing I've ever heard. Sorry. And listen, I've been called worse. I've been called saggy tits by a guy who's never seen them. Damn it, Amber. Damn it, Amber. He walked into that one. Sip is from Tragic and Magazine. Oh, I can't with them. Like I posted on Twitter, they're causing so much. Look what they're doing. For the sake of hate. I know, right? It's like a big pussy. Yeah. Oh my God. Is that when you went to school and people asked you your name and you said your name was Damn It Amber? Wow. Okay, childhood trauma. Childhood trauma. Oh my God. Let me guess. You have an autoimmune disorder, don't you? Fibromyalgia or something. Just remember, that's what happens with childhood trauma. It comes back to haunt you later. I mean, like, where's the fairness there? Honestly. We're like, we did no chance out of the gate. Right? Oh, it feels so good to feel better. Honestly, thought I was going to die yesterday. I thought, oh, my husband would be very disappointed in what a baby I am. But I was like, talking to him saying, but I am a baby. I'm sorry. I'm not brave. And I am a baby. I am a crybaby out of paper cut. I have a low threshold for pain. Oh, yeah. Childhood trauma turns into adult trauma. Yeah. You don't have any autoimmune disorders, but I ain't dead yet. So this. I know. That was actually really good. I was trying not to cough when I laugh. Sounds terrible, when you cough and so close to the microphone. All right, let me put that one out. Well, I don't want to talk about those two idiots, I tell you. Well, she did. She did admit to something that nobody had known, and that was she might be losing her license, and she didn't want anyone to know. And the only reason she was saying is because that was the only thing she confided to Orange, and she didn't want him to say it first. You know, she is. She's very protective of herself because nobody else is. Nobody's taking care of her. Nobody's. So, that's her trauma response. Right? Yeah. It would be nice if she, talked it out with a therapist because she's got a lot to say, you know? And she could be a lot happier if she, unburdened herself with all that. Like, let somebody else know what she's been through. Can you imagine how much better she'd feel? You know? She'd get a lot of answers. She'd get answers about her addictions. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, but I want to see her succeed. I definitely want to see her succeed. I hope she can turn this all around and make it fantastic and find some happiness. you know? And that is the story. What a day. It's actually a sigh of relief. A huge sigh of relief. To actually sit and feel comfortable. Not have the shakes. Ugh, just the thought of having it again, it's hard to get through. Anyway, it is such a beautiful, beautiful evening. I have such a beautiful backyard. Oh, it's so pretty. Looking on the water. So that's the story. I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say. Just wanted to talk about that because I wanted somebody to catch it and review it, poke at it, and analyze it. As you do. As you do on YouTube, how harsh we all are. You can't get away with anything. I mean, somebody will spot some imperfection somewhere and then troll you like Carlos, like all over for like years and years. You swear the guy is in prison. That's all he can do all day long. Troll people on the internet. I mean, who's got the time for that? Honestly, Carlos, go to sleep, eat some food, take a poop, take a break, dude. This guy is like 24/7. Doesn't make any difference what time you log on to YouTube. There he is trolling somebody all hours of the day and night. See him in the replays. You're like, what is this guy sit in the toilet in the bathtub while he's trolling? Crazy. Well, guess who is in Liverpool in the UK? Magda is at the Eurovision. Is it the finalists? She is. Everybody knows about Magda, our one-legged Ukrainian. That's right. Yeah, she had her leg, what was left of it, removed without any anesthetic. Yeah. Imagine that. She's a monster. I swear, this girl does not need pain medication. I don't know what that's all about because that kind of freaks me the hell out. And we were talking on the phone, and I'm like, how are you not in any pain? I'm like, oh, no, I didn't have any pain medication in the hospital. I didn't even, I'm like, what the hell? It's not even normal. Again, only laughing because I've had a little weed, but just the comical, if that was done in cartoon form would be funny because she is she's a tyrant. I mean, she's like there's no words. She's tough. I mean, it scares me to think that if there's not even a man that could be tougher than Magda. And Magda's not a man, Magda's a woman. So I'm like, like, I don't know. She's tough. She'd have to have a very strong man in her life to keep up with her. She's a hardcore feminist. That's why I love it. All for the women's rights. I also have some pretzels and my grapes. I tried so hard to find those grapes. The cotton candy grapes. Oh, well, I couldn't. So I had to get one of those pre-packed fruit selection that had grapes in it. That's the best I can do because I gotta have my grapes when I'm smoking weed. It's my favorite snack. And it's really weird is I cannot keep grapes in the house. If I buy them, I'm buying to eat them almost right away. Like I can't. They got to be eaten. Some people are like that with chocolate. Can't keep chocolate in the house. I just cannot keep the grapes in the house. I have to eat them, and then you know what that does to your body. I'm not in the toilet, so I just get a little amount. And that was just some useless information I decided to share. I don't know why. Because life is hard. Speaking of that, does anybody know when she's having that surgery? The skin surgery? Doesn't she have to quit smoking or not? I have to go back and listen. But sometimes she's on too long, and then sometimes her streams are gone, and then she's on Twitch. I never know where she's going to be. Where's the story? Should I drop the link? I know. I just love talking to Hussey on the phone. I love it when he says, "Oh my stars." I mean, he says that naturally. I love it. She has to quit drinking. Oh, yeah. So, what did you think? Did you skim through it? Oh my God. Hussey, did you watch it? Did you watch the video? I want to hear your opinion. I know. Isn't he the best? I love him. He has trauma too. We have to help him get through that. Okay, I won't do that anymore, I promise. I just needed a bite. Water. Oh, yeah. Oh, you haven't watched that? Okay. Oh, you will? Okay. Now, let me just, if I get knocked out, I'll be right back. I just want to copy the link. Copy. And now what? Oh, okay, there we go. Now I post comment. Do paste, paste, paste. There. There you go. Now you try that stoned. Cookie dough! Cookie dough! Dun, da, 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 bag of cookie dough. This is my old pal, cookie dough, that somebody made this crazy nonsense music, this sort of techno music, which I now absolutely love. We need words to it. Besides cookie dough, we need a little bit, couple more words. And there's cookie dough. Okay, how? Twitter? What about Twitter? Are you on Twitter? Uh-oh. Mm, this sounds serious. Okay, email? Who does email? Like, I never check my email. I don't have any notifications either. So if you emailed me a month ago, you'll never hear from me. It's all over. I mean, nobody does, right? Like, it seems so outdated. It's sometimes, I go in the email, have a little peek around, and there's like 20 million emails. Old school crap. You have the same number, like from day one. Mm, no, I get it. It's water, not vodka. Don't worry. I wish it was vodka. I definitely wish. Oh, where did you go? Oh, he's gonna come up in a few or come up for a few. Oh yeah, come on up, honey. The link is in the chat. Don't sing, Linda. Tone deaf. Completely tone deaf. So disappointing. My mother used to always say, "There's one thing in life I regret is that I could never sing." Well, how do you regret something you could never do? Like, like what? I miss you, cookie dough. Wish I could have some though in ice cream. That would be an awesome snack. I mean, I'd eat it with grapes, of course. Oh, that's my sexy baby. Is it the real hussy? Is it the real hussy? I don't know. Is it the real hussy? That's not real hussy. No. Fraud. Mm-mm. It is. It wasn't authenticated. Well, how do I know you're the real hussy? Now, you see the level of paranoia here? It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? Everybody's trolling everybody to the point like we don't know who's anybody anymore. We're so juvenile. And I do like some juvenile stuff, but come on. Oh. It didn't say authenticated. If you're a channel, it would say authenticated. Leave yourself on screen. Oh, okay. I know, right? It's like, whose fault is that? That we have to now be paranoid. Whose fault is that? These raving lunatics come in and porn bomb us. Oh, we're still 12 years old. Oh, that's absolutely hysterical. He didn't come back. He did not come back. Is he mad at me? See, that's not the real Hussy. That wasn't. Well, where are you? Well, how come you can't come in on the New York City Hangout one? I love that. New York City Hangout. Oh no, Meet Virginia says no. Hussy is now Meet Virginia. Come on now, it's supposed to say authenticated. That's how you know if somebody is screwing with you. I can't stop. I love pretzels so much. And this is a terrible habit of mine. Absolutely horrifying. But it has become an addiction to snack while I'm live streaming, which everybody hates. And I get it. All right, wave your hand. Wave your hand. Turn the camera on and wave your hand. That's not Miss Hussey. No, sir. See, it does not say authenticated. It's not Miss Hussey. No. I cannot take the risk. I really wish I could do the split screen thing and play MFW stream. But nah. No, it's okay. Email a link. Who uses email? That is ancient. Nobody will ever get a hold of me if they email me. That's just so funny. No, it wasn't on. The camera was not on. That's right. I finished my speech on MFW. I give her all my support. That's it. Thank you for coming in and chatting with me while I was incredibly high. Now I'm incredibly tired. Good night, everybody. Love you.